Welcome in humanity to another edition of TSAT, which stands for Truth Supersedes All Things at All Times, no matter what, and P.F.E, which stands for Plan for Everything at All Times, no matter fucking what, family. Truth 101. Truth takes no sides, family, and don't have no alibis, don't need none. Truth is infinity. It was here way before humans. It's going to be here way after humans. This thing we call the truth in reality. So what we're going to do is listen into this video, family, so you can know and understand 10 of a trillion signs someone is broke, and don't ignore these signals. You can tell by all these people on social media and what the Federal Reserve has put out year after year about all the debt that most human Americans are in. The Fed just put out that most humans in America, no matter what their color is a paycheck or two away from being homeless. Most people, whether they make 200,000, 300,000, millions of dollars a year, or 20, 40, 30,000 a year, no matter which one, they're paychecks away from being broke and having to file Chapter 11, paycheck to paycheck, as humans who get on all their social medias and out here in life and act like and show off, like Mr. Neely Fuller says in his book, Counter Racist Code Logics and Concepts, show off in front of other people like they have it. People who really, really, really have it, they don't need to show off to anything or anyone. To speak of some of their names makes it synonymous with money. Bill Gates, synonymous with money. Elon Musk, synonymous with money. Warren Buffett, synonymous with money. The Walton family that own Walmart and everything else, synonymous with money. The people who own Disney, CNN, Fox, synonymous with money. People that own Apple and all, synonymous with money. They have no need and no desire to have to show off to anybody. There's no need. True money travels, lives younger, has everything at their disposal, and they want to live longer. They try their best to be healthier and live longer. True wealthy people, because they see and got everything here that they need. So they're going to live in their reality and their rich, wealthy reality as long as possible, family, and try to be as healthy as possible. So let's get in here and listen to this video, family. Just my little 2 cents and 2% I just had to put in at the beginning. Let's go. I digress.
This shit out. This is a good one right here. So I'm gonna give y'all 10 signs and traits of a broke person or somebody that's fake rich. Number 1 is bad communication. Broke people are notoriously bad communicators. They text late. They may respond to your phone calls very late. They ghost you. Y'all may have been talking, then they just disappear out the blue. And they're not direct with their communication. Wealthy people and people with money, they're very direct with their communication style. There's no beating around the bush or no real small talk. They're gonna get straight to what they want to say. And they like to get things done as soon as possible. So their communication style is very responsive. It's very quick. They're not waiting hours and days unless they're busy, unless they're truly doing something. Their communication might be a little delayed, but typically speaking, it's very fast.
Wait, he right. Broke people got bad patience levels. And if they communicate, it's always with a bad attitude. I don't like talking to broke people on the phone because they always mad. People that's getting money always motivated. They motivated talkers. They talk about opportunities. They talk about possibilities. But broke people always have a problem for every solution. Carry on.
The second one is low energy. Broke people, generally speaking, are usually tired a lot. They're very lethargic. They sleeping all the time. And wealthy people are very, very high energy. Even the ones that are older, the ones that 60, 70 plus, they got more energy than most 20-year-olds.
Wait, he right. If you notice, people that make a lot
because they got something that they feel to live for and be happy and excited and vibrant for. I'm gonna digress. Let's go.
A lot of money don't even get sick. They don't have time to be sick. But broke people are built different. They lazy, they unmotivated, and they have low vibrations. People that get to the money are driven, ambitious, designated, and highly active. Carry on.
The third one is flashy. And this is an obvious one. Most people, they're already
Facts.
aware of this one. But many times broke people or fake rich people are more concerned with looking rich than actually being rich. So they spend all their money on designer clothes.
If you look on social media or you see these people out here every day, the ones that's the flashes, got all the jewelry, all the Dolce & Gabbana and Hermes and all the Louis, all the designer stuff they always want to show. These people are living paycheck to paycheck. They're barely making it, family. I promise you, I don't give a fuck how much money they're making in a year. Because when your lifestyle get to that or everything is designer and this and trips and all that, I know you broke. This is most humans. Federal Reserve didn't lie about how most humans is living paycheck to paycheck because of trillions of dollars in credit card debt, trillions of dollars in second and third and mortgage debts, trillions of dollars in vehicle debts, trillions of dollars in college debt. Family, the truth is just the truth. I digress.
Those very flashy jewelry.
Always.
They get the supercars. So like I said, so they look rich because they know the average person is going to see those things and think, oh, that's a rich person. When the reality is only entertainers move like that. Real people with money that's not entertainers, I should say, they not spending all their money on those things. No. Because that's not how they got their money in the first place. No. And they don't care whether people believe they wealthy or not. They just don't give a damn. I'm going to give y'all a quick example of that too.
Go ahead.
I was in the DFW area at a 5-star hotel and I met the developer of the hotel. He was an older guy. And we had a conversation and then he started introducing me to other people that was in the hotel. We was like in the bar area of the hotel. And this was midday. And then in the middle of the conversation, after he introduced me to everybody, he was like, there are 4 billionaires in this room right now. And I just turned around, I looked around to see if I would notice or know any of them. And they were all very unassuming, regular looking people. If they walked down the street, you would have no idea who these people were. They had on regular jeans or a blazer, regular t-shirt, just looked like everyday people. So anytime you...
The people that has the least amount of money is the flashiest. And the people that got the most amount of money is the most subtle and chill and want to be behind the scenes. Hey, man, that's just a difference of education in your mind. I'm going to digress again. Let's get it.
You see somebody that's super flashy with their material things, or they always talking about how much money they make or made, it's a 90% chance that person is broke and they capping.
95.
A lot of people like to say wealth is quiet.
99.
And to a degree, I agree with that. But I would prefer to say that real wealth is subtle or modest. Most people with real money, they are very unassuming. You won't know they have money by just looking at them. And broke people, because they don't have money and they want people to believe they have money, they're a lot more flashy and not modest at all.
Stop this shit. The loudest person in the room is always the brokest person in the room. Loose change make a lot of noise, but real...
Usually in the room, whether you loud or not, usually probably broke. Everybody in the room probably broke. 99% on whether they loud or quiet. It don't matter if you loud or quiet. It's a matter about what your checking and savings look like. Do you got 401ks? Do you got TSPs? Do you got multiple properties or at least one property? Do you got land, all that? That's where it comes into play. If you ain't got that and you just have a job, you paycheck to paycheck.
Real paper is quiet. The ones that be in the club, calling the shots, holding the bottles, standing on the couches, they ain't the boss. The boss standing over there right now with a goddamn cup in his hand. He in the cut. He ain't making no noise. He ain't being loud. You don't even know he
the one that got the bottles and shouting and screaming, all of them and all the people around them, they all employees.
The boss. He let the loud one with all the goddamn flashy shit on, he attract the women, and then the boss pick the ones that he want. Carry on.
The fourth one is vices. Everybody got vices. And if you're not doing your vices to the highest extent, that means you probably broke. People with money, they do their vices on the highest level.
My vices is my wealth. I mean, my health, which is my wealth. One and the same. That's my vice. My body, inside and out. I'm gonna digress. Keep going.
If they into art, they're gonna have the most lavish, dopest art pieces in their home. If they into golf, they're gonna have access to the dopest golf lounges and clubs, and they probably gonna be playing golf every single day. If they into cars, they're gonna have all type of vehicles, and they're gonna have knowledge on these cars. If they into drinking, they're gonna have an abundance of some of the best alcohol you can find. If they like sports, they probably gonna be courtside at every single game. Y'all get the point. Every single person in the world got a vice. And like I said, when you got excess capital, you got the resources to do your vices to the highest extent. So if they don't have a vice that they not doing in abundance, the odds are they probably broke.
That's a fact. People that make a lot of money don't have much playtime. They don't got time to play. But when they do, they only do top tier shit. It's gonna be the best of the best. But broke people, they cheap. They frugal. They go to the concert, they sit way at the goddamn top. Rich people, man, that's getting money, they ain't going to too many concerts. They gonna sit on the floor. Yeah, when they go to the game, they at the float. They at the bottom. I personally don't do first class, but that's my preference, man. But I'm gonna tell you something. If I'm somebody that's getting a lot of money and I'm going to a business meeting, I'm doing first class. Poor people don't fly like that. Poor people fly Spirit, Frontier, and goddamn JetBlue. Rich people do too, but that's the frugal kind. Listen to what I'm saying. Carry on.
The fifth one is bad health and or out of shape. And this is generally
Always.
speaking, obviously this is not 100% of the time. But most of the time, broke people are usually out of shape.
So even for the ones that's very rich and wealthy and they out of shape and disease dying off, they just like everybody else. If your health ain't there, it doesn't matter how much money you got. I know people that died with hundreds of millions of dollars in the bank, close to and worth billions. But that money couldn't save them for their health. So if you unhealthy and you rich or poor, you done.
They don't work out on a regular basis. They don't take their vitamins, and they never go to the doctor. Most wealthy people, especially those that's under the age of 55, I could say, they work out all the time. They taking vitamins, energy boosters. They getting testosterone shots. A lot of people don't know this, but people with money, they invest a lot into their health, and they invest a lot into maintaining and keeping their energy at high levels. And broke people typically don't do that, which is why a lot of them are very low energy.
People that make good money live good. They invest in their health because they literally live a heaven on earth. They literally are in heaven on earth. They got a heaven on earth. Everything they want is at the tip of their fingers or at the tip of their feet. They got reasons why they want to extend their life. But see, broke people have no why. They live for the weekend. They live to get drunk, get high on the weekend. They live for Saturday night. They don't care about discipline and staying healthy because they ain't got shit to lose. Carry on.
The sixth one is network or friend circle. Broke people usually only hang around other broke people.
Facts.
They don't know people that could do favors for them and get things done at a quick pace. They don't personally know people that's doing things on a high level. People with money and resources know other people with
Facts.
money and resources. And they lean on each other for advice, favors, connections. So if you don't know anyone personally that's successful that you can call and communicate with or ask for a favor, you probably broke.
Your net worth determines your net worth. People's bank accounts are normally the same amount of the people they talk to every day. There might be $1,000 more or $1,000 less. It's around the same range, man. Because see, if you hang around 5 broke people, you're definitely going to be the 6th one. Carry on.
The 7th one is no personal assistant. Now, this doesn't apply to all wealthy people, but most wealthy people, specifically those that are under the age of 55, they have a personal assistant. And I'm not talking about a virtual assistant that's somewhere overseas getting paid $1 to $2 an hour. I'm talking about a real assistant that's on salary making anywhere between $50,000 to $100,000 annually that they're with personally all the time. And like I said, this isn't 100% of the time, but if they're still working and they're under the age of 55, there's a high probability they're going to have a personal assistant. And if they don't, they probably not who you think they are.
Now, that's not always true.
No.
But for the most part, a person that's making a lot of money going to always have some type of team. Or they got somebody around them that they consult with or do their day-to-day with them. Think about what I'm saying.
Carry on. The 8th one is a sloppy schedule or no schedule. Broke people in most cases are just going with the flow. You ask them what they doing tomorrow, they'll be like, I don't know. Ask them what they doing at 2 p.m., they probably gonna say, nothing. Why? And people with money, they do not move like that. They have a very organized and planned schedule. They know exactly what they're doing today at 5 o'clock. They know what they're gonna be doing next week. Their times is not in limbo. Everything is methodically planned. And they use calendar invites or calendars to see everything that they got going on and when it's going on.
Now this is facts. Broke people always go in the direction that the wind blowing them. They never plan ahead. People that make a lot of money can't do that. They too busy making money to randomly do anything. Everything is structured and planned ahead in order for the person to be there because he wealthy. He ain't gonna be present if you just randomly call him on a Friday night talking about go here, do that. They might got a Saturday day meeting that they've been set up a month ahead. Think about what I'm saying. Some people are so wealthy that they have their whole year planned before the year starts. They know when they dentist appointment happening December 31st, 2026. Because the most expensive luxury you got is time. And wealthy people don't play with their time. Carry on.
The 9th one is avoiding money conversations. Broke people usually do not want to talk about money. They don't want to talk about budgeting or even look at their bank account.
Hell no.
People with money aren't afraid of money conversations.
Not at all.
They don't run from talking about their budget or looking at their accounts.
Facts.
Or talking about ideas of business and money ideas. They run to those conversations. They don't run from it.
Stop that shit. If they use Chime, PayPal, Venmo, or Cash App as their bank account, they broke. If they run from conversations about investments, they broke. If they want you to put all the money up and they don't want to invest in some idea that they got, they don't want to put $1 in the investment that they got, the plan they got, they broke. Carry on.
And the 10th one, and this could be the biggest one, and it's gossip. Broke people love to gossip.
Always.
They love talking about other people, what they doing, what they not doing, what they got, what they don't got. And they love down talking others to make themselves feel better about their own lives. And people with money, they don't really do this. I've never been around a wealthy person and the conversation was centered around other people. People with money talk about what they're doing or what they're planning to do. They talk about ideas, business, their families. Wealthy people love to talk about their families. They take a lot of pride in their family. But it's never about what other people are doing, especially when it comes to down talking them. That is a broke person trait. So these are the 10 traits or signs that someone is
Let me tell you something. Broke people pocket watch other people.
Always.
They scrutinize everything that other people doing.
Always.
They always call you after work about drama and gossip about other people that's broke just like them. People that's getting
birds
money
of a feather
don't
flock
got
together.
time for shit like that, man. And see, broke people always know everything, and you can't tell them nothing about nothing. They know about every business idea, what you should do next, but they ain't do shit. They could tell you how to do everything, but they ain't did shit.
They ain't done none of it.
You could tell me something and you ain't got shit.
That's just how they work.
There's levels to life. And just because you get money don't mean that you get the class that's supposed to come with the money. But if you're a high earner and a high value person, you definitely are consistent and not lazy.
Facts.
Some rich people like Floyd Mayweather might be flashy, but real rich people, really wealthy people like Jay-Z don't flaunt they wealth because that's broke people energy. Comment below the things that you peep about people that let you know.
Brother, you just spoke the true fact, reality, logic, and objectivity. And thanks for the information. And everybody go subscribe to Nino Brown's channel like I'm about to do after this one.